So I did it oops, but I was looking into if his older brother had a beard in a photo, but there was no photo attached. Earth.
Earth.
Earth. Well, I'm assuming that your spirit is here on Earth. So I do apologize, Grandpa. I didn't mean to end it. I was looking for your older brother when it said beard, but there was no photo. And I know that you don't have a beard, you have a mustache. And of course there is your sister, Alma. Is your mom there too? Is Bertha there? And your dad, Robert? So I have predict.
Predict.
So I also have a photo of Berta's parents, one of their daughters, who had a daughter, who had another daughter. So I have that photo to do in the coming future. So are you saying you predict that you're going to have a session with me? Somebody keeps focusing on this. I don't know if I have to take the EMF meter away just to see. I might just try that just to see if it is the EMF meter. Oh, I am cherished.
You are cherished.
Thank you. Apparently somebody's walking their children and the dogs are going bonkers. Awesome. Yep. Sorry. Please bear with me. Somebody's trying to gain energy from me. I can tell it. Somebody new. So again, the way to gain energy is through the lights in the room. The ceiling light, the 2 lamps. That is it. Not me. Not the camera, which I'm holding. Just the lights. Mist.
Mist.
So maybe that's what it was focusing on? Was a mist? Or maybe that's what they're hoping to produce as a appearance, a misty image. So I did unfortunately have to do autofocus lock because it was, I don't know what it is, if it was a spirit or because of the way the picture is, it's focusing on that thing right there or something. I don't know.
More energy.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed that. See, I noticed they were, whoever it was trying to, oh, good Lord. I just realized something. Mist. They were trying to produce a mist to show themselves. So that's why they took my energy. That's why I felt that feeling in the head. Because they wanted to do that, but it requires a lot of energy. I see. Not sure who's this spirit that's trying to create the mist. Is it Grandpa Ray? If it is Grandpa Ray, can you, since I don't have the EMF meter right now, can you just tap a ball and let me know? Any of these balls? Nope, you're still doing it. Somebody's still doing it. They're not listening.
I understand what you say.
Good, I'm glad you do. So either it's just like an after effect, it's still there, the feeling. Whew. Also, it could be because it's kind of hot in the room. I have like a gajillion lights in the room. I'm trying to allow them to use up the energy in the room with the lights. I thought that would be enough for them. They don't have to show up as a mist. Sometimes they think that they're going to be able to, but the camera may not pick it up. So it may not be worth them trying. All right, Grandpa Ray. Is there any way you can knock over this object that has the gold-plated base and the silver thingy that I can't say, but push it that way? Not near here, but that way. So basically, I want you to push it that way. Can you do that? Instead of a mist, could you just push it down?
Don't go back there.
Well, I wasn't planning on doing that. Or maybe you're warning, don't go back there, because if I push the object down, it's going to hurt. Which could, because it's pretty heavy. I mean, for what it's meant to hunt, it's pretty heavy. I enjoy the company. Well, I'm glad you do. And I'm pretty sure you don't get that much visitors, especially if I don't think you have a burial site. You were cremated. So it's a good thing that I can still communicate using these objects, picture frames, apps, cat balls.
Jeff.
So maybe this is another spirit coming in. Hi, Jeff. And Jeff is spelled out, a different Jeff. I know I don't have a Jeff in the family that I know of. And there's probably going to be like a Jeffrey, maybe? Nope. It says right there, no results found in the tree. Okay. Oh yeah, if you want, you could do that. I did hear something. Make a nice loud noise if you want. A big tap, a big knock. Or as I suggested, to knock this object but going backwards, not forward towards me, but the opposite direction, that way. Otherwise, I guess I could do this. Hold on.
The noise was me.
Oh my god, see? Yay! I don't know who it, I'm assuming maybe Jeff or my grandpa. Well, thank you for letting me know you're here by making that noise. And like I said, that's one way to know you're here is A, tapping the cat bowls, moving an object, making, that was me by the way, making tapping and knocking sounds, not crackling like your shoulder cracks.
You are harmonious.
Thanks? I don't know what that means. Okay, and of course, the ghost motion detector. Those are ways for me to know if you as a spirit are here. I cannot see you. That's the unfortunate thing. I can't see you. I can feel you sometimes. It would be nice to feel you because it would definitely cool me down, at least on one side. It's hot in here. I'm wearing shorts and a tank. That's how hot it is in this room. Imagine if I was wearing anything else. Port.
Port.
Port? Port. Port? Port. Port. I don't know what port means. Hold on, let me make sure. I mean, port? Is that like a town or city with an arbor where ships lead or unload. Oh, okay. All right. Maybe that's what it is, an arbor. All right. Okay. If there are any children, you guys can also play the fun game of making really loud noises in the room as well. Or again, running around, helping me cool off. Maybe, having fun with those. Again, my grandpa's very nice. I didn't believe this.
I didn't believe this.
Well, I had somebody say that earlier. That was Matthew with a 1 T. Is Matthew with 1 T, who was unfortunately harmed due to a visitor at his home. Is he here? Has he returned? Because, during that time, it did say, I didn't believe this. And if he is here, he can, of course, let me know by making a distinctive noise. Capel, ghost motion detector. And yes, just to give you guys a heads up, and let's see how many minutes. In 15 minutes or so, I do have to tell you that if I don't end it, you're going to get spooked because Fifi's food comes out. So let's wrap things up, perhaps. Not saying I can't communicate with my grandpa Ray anytime, because I can. But I just thought it'd be nice to have a session with him. And hopefully he's enjoying the session. And maybe he didn't believe this either. I don't know. I think a lot of people probably didn't. And hopefully by having these things that we have here, it'll feel more welcome for those spirits. Brown eyes?
Brown eyes.
Well, it's been saying that a lot, so I don't know, but I don't know if he had brown eyes. I believe he did. Pretty sure he did have brown eyes. I do not. So, there goes that. And nor does my cat. So maybe the brown eyes is another spirit. Alrighty. Yep. So again, I just happened to stumble upon a bunch of picture frames. Push.
Push.
Well, yes, I was hoping that you can push either that object downward. You can push it either way now, because the cat ball is not in the way. So if you can't push it that way, you can push it this way or push it that way. Or you can push your cat ball.
We are watching you all.
Okay. So there must be other spirits watching other spirits. Maybe they're seeing, oh, this one's gonna knock this object down. Let's watch him do it. Or her. That'd be cool. So again, like I said, just happened to stumble upon a bunch of pictures of my family. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, hey, I have that same object that's in the photo. Maybe this will help. So, I mean, it did say grandfather in part 1. So that's cool. When I was asking who it was. And with the EMF meter going bonkers at the time. And he's like, that was me. So that was cool. You know, the little things. So if you did lose someone, just know that you're not forever gone from them. They're there. You just can't see them or feel them right away. It may take some time. But with these devices, they might help you feel more connected to them. It won't be the same, sadly, but it is something. And I'm sure they are just as happy to hear from you too.
I'm from the 1800s.
Well, that could be many spirits. And maybe one of those photos that I have, I'll have to look at the dates on those, but I believe some could be 1800s. So, yeah. Like I said, I happen to have his mother's parents, their daughter, who had a daughter, and she had a daughter. It's quite a lineup. So that'd be fun to have a session with them after this. So after my cat has her food, maybe I can switch the photos and see what happens. I'll just have to find a way to cool myself down for a bit. All right. Any last words, spirits, Grandpa, Ray? Any last words? I'm going to wrap it up, okay? And like I said, it'd be kind of nice to switch out the photos and see what interactions I get with them. Again, they are kind of tied to the family on your side.